guys, what's up? Thanks for joining us for this workout today. We are on the fit ball and we are also going to be using a booty band. So this is going to be a whole body workout. Cassie's back and she's joining me, so I'm just enjoying getting to move along with someone in real time and space now. Remember that for the booty band, if you have just like a long band, you can easily tie it up and that can just replace the loop type band. If you don't have a band at all, it is optional. We're gonna kind of like flow in and out of moving it through of using it rather through our exercises. So for some of it we won't be, but just remember that when I throw in those extra accessories, they are extra and they are optional. And that's it, all right? So we're gonna start with our core, then we're gonna move to lots and lots of booty, and then continue again with core and booty, and then we'll move to our side body, and then up into the more difficult moves with planks and things like that, okay? And we'll finish with a balance challenge. So I think that's all that I can give you for the intro. Let's get started. So as you can see, we're already sitting on our balls. You guys can go ahead and join us and sit onto your ball. You want to come to like the back edge of your mat, and if you have a band, you're going to go ahead and place that band around your forearms like so. Okay, so just sitting on your ball here, take a nice big inhale. With an exhale, you guys are gonna walk your feet forward and you're gonna roll your spine down onto the top of that ball. So you want your hips down lower and you want the upper back supported by the top of the ball here. So don't rest the head down yet, okay? If you find that this is too strong of a position to start in and you need some support for your head, you can just bring your hands behind your head. So those are two options for you. We're gonna start here with an inhale, and then with an exhale, we're going to lift that chest straight up off of the ball underneath us and then pull back down. We're going to lift up, and as we do that, we're going to press the arms out into the band and then release that press as we lower down. We're going to take this for 8 and 7. Good. And 6. You want to think of pressing your low ribs down into the ball as you lift up, trying to get the bottom tips of your shoulder blades off the ball behind you. For 4. I think. For 3, I never remember my number. Cassie, you can keep me honest. For 2. And for 1. Good. Come all the way back down and let your head go back, this time resting onto the ball behind you, and your arms can go over your head, so arms by your ears. Take an inhale here. With an exhale, you're going to curl head, neck, and shoulders forward. You're going to keep curling forward till the shoulders come over the hips. Once your shoulders are here over those hips, you're going to straighten your legs, sending your hips behind you and reaching your hands for your feet, pressing your arms out against that band. Then you're going to bend your knees back in and forward and roll the spine back down onto the ball, bringing the head all the way back, resting onto the ball and the arms overhead. Take an inhale here. With an exhale, we curl forward, folding the ribs up in the front, pressing the low back against that ball, straightening into the legs and reaching out for your feet. Bend the knees, send them forward as you roll the spine all the way back, resting the head back behind you. Good. 6 more like this. Exhale forward, shoulders over hips, and then you straighten those legs back. Bend into the knees and then roll the spine down 1 vertebra at a time, all the way back out over the ball into extension. Here we go. 4, 5. Good. And rolling it back. In case you lose your position on the ball, you can just reposition. And 4, rolling it forward. Good. And slowly rolling back, bending into those knees. Spine comes all the way down onto the ball. And exhale, rolling it forward. Press the arms against the band. Good. Straighten into those legs. Reach for those feet. Scoop the belly in and roll it back. We have 2 more to go. That's it. Rolling it forward. Really scoop out that low belly and rolling it back. We're going to go roll it forward 1 more time here. Bring those shoulders over those hips. Extend the legs all the way back. Good. And now we're going to change our position. You're slowly going to sit up nice and tall. Bend your knees. Keep bending your knees till your hips drop low right over the mat. And now your upper back is supported by the ball behind you. We good? Okay. Take an inhale here, and we're gonna straighten the legs and roll the spine all the way back out over the ball. Rest the head on the ball and the arms go overhead. So you're fully stretched out. In this stretched out position, guys, I want you to pull your low ribs down towards your front hip bones so you find some stability on the top of the ball. And now with our exhale, we're gonna bend those knees, tuck that chin towards that chest, and roll it all the way forward. That's it. And we're gonna do this 4 more times. We're gonna stretch it all the way back, keeping a core connection at your extension here. Exhale forward as you bend into those knees simultaneously. Press the arms evenly against the band the whole time through this movement, both back and forward. We come forward, bend, and back we go for 3. And forward, folding those ribs up in the front. Back we go for 2. Good, and forward. And back we go for 1. And forward. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna change where we have the band. So take your arms out of the band. You can push back a little bit, and we're gonna get our feet all the way through. And we're gonna put that band up onto our thighs, okay? So once it's on your thighs, you're going to come back into that first position where mid back is supported up at the top of the ball. Bring your hands behind your head. You're going to really plant your feet down on the mat. Now, for Cassie and I, we might want to kind of get the grass underneath our feet. I'm just going to kind of like move that mat a little bit just so we have a better grip. If you guys are on carpet, it might be slippery, so you might want to maybe brace your feet against a wall if you want. A baseboard. All right, so we're going to start here with an inhale, and with an exhale, we're going to start to curl head, neck, and shoulders forward, twist towards the left, reaching the right elbow for the left knee, and then come all the way back till your shoulders are in line with ribs and hips. We're going to stay to that side. We lift up, fold forward, and twist to the left, and then roll it back center, and we have 6 more like that. Coming forward and twisting. You really want to make sure that you come all the way forward so that your shoulder blades are nowhere in contact with the ball behind you at that top of that twist. Good, and roll it back. Let's go for 4 more, and back, and 3. Make sure you're folding those ribs up in the front, really drawing that abdominal wall back and in away from your waistband for 2. And 1 more up to the top and twist, and bring it all the way back down and center. We're gonna stay to the left. We're gonna add a challenge here. So I'm gonna move my right foot a little bit more towards the center of me just to like help with stability, as you can kind of see if you wanna do the same. And we're gonna pull this left knee up, to a tabletop position, so towards our chest. Now you can use this left hand to kind of hug the ball on the side. So this is gonna help, and we're gonna lift back up into that twist to the left side, and we're gonna pulse, pulling elbow and knee towards each other for 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 with a smile because that helps for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Come all the way back down with control, both hands behind the head. All right. Keeping both feet on the ground, we're ready to fold it forward and twist to the right, reaching that left elbow for the right knee, and all the way back down. Good. And folding forward and twisting, and all the way back down. We're going to go 6 more. Really use that ball underneath you to make sure that as you come forward and twist, you're pressing your low back against the ball. It gives us that great feedback so you can feel whether your back is arching or whether it's actually pressing against the ball. And you want to have that press. That's going to tell you that you're engaging in that abdominal wall and through that core. 3 more, guys. Fold forward and twist, and all the way back down. Again, forward and twist, and back down. 1 more, forward and twist, and come back to center. I'm going to hug my ball first with my right arm, pulling my left foot a little more towards my center, and then float your right knee up in against the tension of that band. Folding forward and reaching the left elbow through your center. We pulse at the top for 8 and 7 and 6, and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and bring it all the way back down. Good job. That's like not easy to do at all. All right. Trying to like fight with my mat and just get it to like cooperate here and go back down. We're going to walk our feet forward and bring our head down to the top of the ball. So support your head at the top of the ball here. Hips are now lifted in space. Let's clasp the hands and bring them together just over chest level here. Make sure that you're not pushing the shoulders forward, so just rest the shoulders down against your ball. Your stance is going to be about hip width apart, guys, and you're already pressing into the resistance of that band. Make sure that the hips stay up. What we're going to do is swing those arms to the left and let the shoulders turn without falling off the ball, and then come back center. Swing the arms to the right, let the shoulders roll on the ball underneath you, and come back center. We're going to go 7 more to each side. Good. And to the right. And back center, and swing to the left, trying to keep those hips up the whole time. Swing to the right and back center. 5 more on each side. Swing to the left and back center, and to the right and back center. To the left for 4 and center, to the right. Good. Really pressing down through your feet into the ground. So you're engaging through the glutes, and center, to the left for 2, and center, and to the right. Back center, to the left one last time, and center, and to the right one last time, and come back center. Bring your hands behind your head and just rest your elbows down and wide here. We're going to lower our hips down towards the floor. And if you bend a little more into your knees, that's perfectly fine. You're getting a nice extension of the upper back here. And now we're going to press those hips up. Tuck your tail at the top so the hips come nice and flat and the ribs are not splayed. We're going to lower the hips down again and press up for 8. Lower down for 7. And press up. Lower down for 6 and press up. Lower down for 5 and press up. Lower down for 4 and press up. Again for 3 and press. Down for 2 and press. Down for 1 and press and hold. Good. Here, I like to walk my feet just a little closer to me. Keep the press against your strap there, against your band. And now we're going to lift up onto the toes. So lift those heels off the floor and then lower your heels down. And lift the heels and lower the heels. Good. We go for 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3, keep those hips flat, don't let them drop for 2, and 1. Hold it up, so heels are up. I want you to walk your feet together, so bring your heels together and your toes are maybe like an inch or 2 apart. We're going to press the knees out and in, out and in. Take it for 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2, woo, and 1. I'm losing my balance. Bring your heels down. Walk your feet out to the width of your mat. Lift your toes now up off the floor so you're grounding down through the heels. Press out again against that band for 8 and 7. It's small, but keep the hips high for 5 and 4, 3 and 2 and 1. Woo! Walk your feet back towards each other, and you're gonna bend your knees and bring it all the way down, and you can sit onto your mat. Good job, you guys. All right, you're gonna swing your ball around in front of you. And for this, we're both going to keep our band. Cassie's going to show you one version, and I'm going to show you another version. So we're going to come into our stomach 5 series. So Cassie, you're going to bring your ball just in front of you like so. And then we're going to both lie down onto our back. So woo, I'm on a slope. Okay, so Cassie's gonna have the bottom of her feet on her ball like so. And you're gonna take an inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. With an exhale, fold head, neck, and shoulders forward. Okay, so I'm just gonna like try and come above my slope here. There we go. All right, so Cassie's gonna be here. We're going into the double leg stretch. So with an inhale, Cassie, you're gonna reach your arms overhead and your legs straight forward, rolling that ball away from you. Make sure you keep your head, neck, and shoulders curled forward, yeah? So don't toss the head back. You're gonna keep your gaze at your knees the whole time. And you can actually separate those feet so that you're getting an press into that band the whole time. All right, so that's where Cassie's at, and you can hang out for a second, Cassie. And then I'm actually gonna hold the ball in between my calves and ankles. We're gonna take this for 6. Here we go. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend and pull in. And 2, and in, and 3, and in. Make sure that belly doesn't dome up towards the ceiling, so you're really trying to pull it in towards your spine for 4. Reach out for 5, and out for 6, and pull it in. Cassie, you're here. And you're gonna have your hands behind your head. She's gonna, coming into the single leg stretch, you're gonna send your left leg away, rolling the ball, pressing down into that band, pull that in, and then send the right leg away. So if you wanna follow her version, that's where you're gonna be, okay? My version is going to be hanging onto that ball just overhead and then working through those legs, pressing evenly into the straps. Here we go. We're going to straighten the left leg first, pull the knee back in, straighten the right leg and pull back in. The left leg and pull, right leg and pull for 4 and pull, right and pull, and 3 and pull, right, pull it in, 2 and pull, right and pull, left and pull, right, last one, bring it in, rest your head down if you need to. Now, Cassie, you're gonna just hang on to that ball with your fingertips here, pressing the legs straight out into the band, keeping the legs up straight towards the sky. She's gonna bring a little tuck up, trying to lift her tail off of the floor. So she's gonna be here, okay? I'm gonna hold the ball back in between my legs. So I have both the press out as well as the press in, hands behind the head. Here we go. Cassie, you start pulling up with an exhale, and I'm going to lower down and pull in for 6 and 5. Good. So if you're following my version, you're only going to go down so low as you can keep the pelvis stable and in that neutral position for 3 and 2. One more. Grab a hold of your ball. Both of us are going to come into the same version here. So you're going to go ahead and grab that ball, hold it over your chest, press out into your band so legs are about hip width and they're straight. We're going to scissor those legs and send the left leg straight down and away, scissor to change, and scissor change. We go for 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2, last one, bend your knees and rest your head down for just a moment. And this is just for me to be able to rest. All right, my head and neck. Okay, so we're gonna finish with our crisscross. So Cassie, you're gonna go back to having that ball down on the floor, just in front of you. Both feet go onto the ball like so, and you can support the weight of your head in your hands with your elbows nice and wide. So she's going to press the right leg straight, and as soon as the right leg is straight, she's going to curl up and reach the chest over across to that left thigh, okay? I am going to carry the ball again, okay, in my fingertips and just move in that direction. So we're going to start by curling up and over to the left side. Here we go for 6 and center. To the right and center. For 5 and center. To the right and center. And 4 and center. To the right and center. For 3 and center. To the right and center. For 2 and center. To the right and center. Last one to the left. Last one to the right, and rest it all the way down. All right, so I'm gonna get my ball where Cassie has hers, because next we're gonna come into some more bridges, but this time on the mat. Thanks for moving with me, you guys. If you liked this workout, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you get a notification each time I upload a new video. Come over to my website at goneadventuring.com if you're interested in more full-length workouts or live classes each week. Join us. Let's do this together at any time from anywhere. I'll see you soon.